I have a little bit of a secret to share with you guys. I started 75 Soft. I kind of feel ridiculous for it because, you know, I just filmed my 365 plan update like less than a week ago. And I was like, this is not my fitness era, blah, blah, blah. And here we are. But I got the whole 75 sticky notes up on my wall. As you can see, day one is complete. And I must say that has to count for something because today was actually really fucking easy. I'm curious to see how things will change when I'm actually going to work because of course that really changes things. But I finished everything at like 3 p.m. today. I think maybe even a little bit earlier than that. I had pretty much finished drinking my water by like noon. A half gallon is nothing in comparison to a gallon to me, which is crazy because like drinking any water is hard to me, but when I was prioritizing it, I actually went through it pretty quickly. But again, we're gonna see how that changes throughout the time. I think the workout's gonna get harder as I start going to work because I'm not gonna want to work out after work, especially with everything else that I have to do. The videos that I've been filming, it's been insane. Like I have filmed like 5 different things in the past 48 hours and it's been a lot. Doing the short form content on top of this, I think will be a little bit of a challenge because I am gonna be doing vlogs every single day on my TikTok and my Reels and my YouTube Shorts. And before I get into that, let me be very clear on what I'm doing. So 75 Soft, the like actual official rules, like it's not as strict as 75 Hard. What the rules are, a lot of people just kind of do their own rules. But the most popular one that I've seen is follow a diet, only drink alcohol on social occasions, read 10 pages of any book a day, do 1 45-minute workout. It doesn't matter if it's inside or outside. 3 liters of water, which is almost a whole gallon. So that one's the only one that's like almost on the same level. I know I didn't really talk about 75 Hard in a lot of detail when I was doing it because I didn't post on YouTube really around that time, but I was very, very strict about it and I do not alter the rules. I think that that's very disrespectful to the actual challenge, like to people who actually complete it. And I do believe that 75 Soft is more achievable to like a normal person. Although I love 75 Hard, I think it's awesome and I still want to do it one day. It's extremely hard. It's extremely unattainable to a lot of people, or it feels very unattainable to a lot of people. That's why it's 75 Hard. It's meant to be hard. 75 Soft is made more for people who can fit it into their everyday lives. So although I really respect both and I think anyone who does either challenge is fucking awesome, I think the people who change the rules of 75 Hard, you're not doing 75 Hard, you're going against the nature of it. It's meant to be very difficult and it's meant to be exactly what it is. 75 Soft is made to be something you can incorporate into your life, something that works for you. So I think people who kind of shift the rules of 75 Soft, it makes more sense. With that being said, I am basically following every single rule, but I'm about to go into the details for you guys. So first off, we have follow a diet and only drink alcohol on social occasions in comparison to 75 Hard, that's follow a diet and never drink alcohol. 75 Soft doesn't specify a diet. Technically 75 Hard doesn't specify a diet either, but I'm kind of basing my diet off of the same thing I did when I attempted 75 Hard. I don't need to make this any harder on myself because diet is one of my kryptonites. So 3 meals a day, no matter what. We're doing no fast food, we're doing no soda, no caffeine, and I'm doing 80-20 if you've ever heard of that. So basically 80% of the time you're eating healthy, 20% of the time you're not really worried about it. So with that being said, I will like allow myself to snack. I'm not like being too strict about the diet, but I am going to stick to my meals as long as I'm not doing anything overly unhealthy like fast food. We're good. I can go out to restaurants, I can cook pretty much anything at home. I feel like any home cooked meal is appropriate as long as it's not like, I don't know what would be like really bad food for me that's home cooked, but I'm not gonna do anything that's really bad for me. The lines are blurry here. But snacks, I will allow myself a bad snack from time to time, which to me means like if I'm out at a restaurant and I get a dessert, that's fine. I'm not gonna eat dessert at home. But like one of the things I didn't think about, I'm going to Louisiana in 2 weeks and I still have to maintain that diet when I'm there, but I'm gonna be eating Louisiana food because I'm in Louisiana. That's how it goes. So I'm just gonna maintain my eating my 3 meals a day. And kind of similar to the alcohol thing, like if it's a special occasion, I'm gonna allow myself to go a little crazy with my eating, but generally eating well, not super specific for it. For water, I did condense that and that's the only thing that I like specifically altered because I have a half-gallon water bottle that I had gotten for 75 Hard because I would drink 2 of those every day. Now I'm just gonna drink 1. I think a half-gallon is healthier for me and it just works a little bit better. It's harder to track 3 liters because I don't have anything that's 3 liters and I'm too broke right now to go buy a 3-liter water bottle. But I will say I drank my whole half gallon today and I'm still drinking a bunch of cups of water. So I would assume I'm well above 3 liters right now. But even if I'm not, half gallon's good enough for me. I also have to read 10 pages of any book as opposed to a nonfiction book that's specified in 75 Hard. This is gonna be pretty easy because I have been going to the library. I actually just checked out 5 more books for like a 2-week period, and I actually think I'm gonna keep up with them. It's like this book, yeah, I just started it yesterday and I'm on page 45. I'm still gonna read more before I went to sleep. And I also read another chapter of a different book today. So we will be on it, trust me. Then we have a 45-minute workout. It doesn't matter if it's indoors or outdoors in comparison to 75 Hard that has 2 45-minute workouts and one has to be outdoors. This is a game changer for me. I do think the sunlight really helps, but when I did attempt 75 Hard, it was during the dead of winter and I was doing a lot of 45-minute walks out in the freezing cold. While it was snowing, while it was hailing, like it was the worst. And even though it's like peak springtime right now in Colorado, and honestly, I would love to go outside, I feel like a lot of the workouts I'm gonna do, it's better for me to be inside anyways, because if I force myself to go outside, I'm just gonna go on a walk. The walks don't do much for me. I'm gonna focus more on like YouTube Pilates workouts for this part, and I do want to start running again. My ankle is a little bit fucked up, so I'm trying to work on that before I start running. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure that out before I do run, but I'm not trying to hurt myself by running when my ankles aren't ready. So there's definitely gonna be some walks in there, don't get me wrong, but mostly YouTube workouts. And then I canceled my gym membership, but I do have a little apartment gym that I'm gonna use sometimes, but I think the bulk is gonna be YouTube workouts. That's what actually really hits for me lately, and that's what makes me happy, so I'm gonna do it. And I think that covers all of it. The only thing left is that you don't have to take a progress picture, but I am going to do that. Not a super strict rule. Only things that I mentioned before this are actual rules, and if I fail at any of them, I'm starting over. But additional things I would like to do, I do want to take progress pictures, or more specifically progress videos in front of my little sticky note wall. I'm gonna try to do like every single day, at least then I'm home. I'm gonna try to do a video of me marking it off. But like I said, I'll be in Louisiana and I'll be with my boyfriend some night, so I won't be able to check it off every single day, but I will when I get a chance. On top of that, I'm gonna be trying to film every single day. I'm gonna try to do a lot on this camera as well, but if I don't, I'm going to make sure I'm filming a lot on my phone or my short form content. But I also want to keep long form vlogs as well, so there's a lot going on. There's a bunch of other things I'm trying to keep track of with this too. I'm gonna keep track of my weight as well. I think that's a big one. I'm gonna try not to spend so much money. I'm gonna try to maintain a good life balance alongside this, keep up with everything that I'm already doing, which I think is possible and I think I will be good at. But those are all the main things. I'm really looking forward to this, especially after today. I do feel like this will be good for me. The only thing that I'm actually like a little bit bummed out about is the workouts. If you did watch my 365 plan update, you'll see that like I struggle with workouts, and I literally said that like it wasn't my workout era and I'm here. I always find discipline challenges like this way easier to get through than something like my 365 plan that is more so just something exciting for me, something like fun for me to do on the side. I didn't do the 365 plan to be like, let's see how hard I can push myself and let me show myself that I can do something really hard and really challenging. And even though this isn't 75 hard, and I know that it maybe won't bring me as much joy to complete this one as it would for 75 hard, it is definitely going to feel monumental for me if I actually make my way through this. And it will be something I can actually carry on after the challenge is over. So like I said, this is day 1. Let's see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully I'll update you guys on either Tuesday or Wednesday. I just had a really bad experience, one that I didn't expect to happen, and like I kind of feel stupid for not expecting it to happen. I was really confident and excited this morning, and that was all misplaced confidence. So fucking awesome. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm really freaking out right now. I feel like I just fucked everything up in my entire life. But we're doing 75 soft, so it's literally day 2, so we're gonna keep fucking going, I guess. I'm so stressed out. Put the camera down, let's just do it. So I just did like definitely one of the more intense YouTube workouts I've ever done. Some have been very hard, but this one was like, it was so painful. This one is what it was. I'll link it in the description down below. But Jesus Christ, these YouTube girlies, I swear they're out to kill me. I really like that one. I really like her. I feel like I've seen her a lot. Like I've seen a lot of her shorts and stuff, but I haven't actually like done one of her workouts. I don't think so, at least. That one was really, really good. So far through my like YouTube workout journey, the only person who I have liked so far is Move with Nicole. Her Pilates workouts are insane. And yes, they hurt a lot and they're very hard, but they feel very good at the same time. And they make you feel like you like really did something. This one also did. That was one of the first ones outside of Move with Nicole that I was like, okay, that was useful. I didn't hate it. I actually enjoyed it. And I feel like I got a good workout in. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm almost done for today. I just have to eat dinner and read my 10 pages. And that's gonna be no biggie. I want to address the elephant in the room because I'm probably gonna put in that clip of me crying yesterday, which I can't like really address it. This is something I'm not going to talk about yet. I probably will when the time comes, but it is not the time yet, and that's not me not being real. That is for my own protection. But yeah, yesterday was really hard and I don't want to have another day like that. That is honestly a typical Monday for me. It just was a big spiral, a big anxiety attack, and usually the rest of my week kind of like ends up mellowing out from there. So I'm just reminding myself that I'm in control of my own reality. And even though I had a really bad day yesterday, I still got through the challenge fine. I would hope so, since it was only the second day, but I'm feeling good. I'm actually really loving this amount of water. A half gallon is like perfect for me. I actually did the calculator last night because I was curious. Like I was saying a half gallon, but like I didn't really know if that's like how much I should drink. My perfect amount of water for a day was like 63.74 ounces, something like that. And my half gallon bottle is like a little bit more than that. I'm still drinking even more than that half gallon, as I said in the first clip, because I'm actually really thirsty and it's getting warmer. So like I'm gonna be drinking a lot more, but like it doesn't make me feel sick. Like with 75 hard, I was feeling like I was just gonna vomit water at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night when I was chugging all of it. Now I feel like this is like a very healthy amount throughout the day. Like I was struggling to put some down early this morning because I was just kind of like all over the place at work today. There was really a lot going on, so I didn't really like start until like 10 or 11, and I'm done with it now. I really like the reading. Ever since I got my library card, I've been very happy. I mean, I am reading all the time anyways, so no big deal. The only thing that of course is a struggle, as expected, is the workout. Even though it's not as hard because it's not outside, still putting in 45 minutes, especially with how out of shape I'm getting, it is just difficult in general to actually sit there and do the workout. Not for time, but for the fact that my body doesn't want to let me move for 45 minutes straight. It definitely wants to give up, but I have been pushing through. I am pretty sore and I know that I'm not going to be able to do like really intense 45-minute workouts every single day, but I'm going to try my best to keep pushing while I have the motivation to do so. I don't want to do too many walks. I really want to do very few walks. My intention is not to do walks unless I feel like I actually need to. Like if I feel like my body cannot take another intense workout, then I'm gonna do a walk. I also forgot I have an active rest day every single week, so gotta remember that. Definitely keep looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I want to lose weight and I'm like waiting on it. It's day 3, like we gotta chill out, but I feel like I really need it. I'm also probably gonna start my period today or like tomorrow, sometime within the next few days. So self-image is pretty low, body image is pretty low, but the workout actually made me feel better. Who would have guessed? So I'm pretty motivated to actually push through the rest of tonight. I was feeling pretty tired because I didn't go to sleep until like 11:30 last night after all of my meltdowns that I had. So I am gonna hop in the shower, I'm gonna shave, I'm gonna do a little self-tanning, then I'm gonna shower again, wash my hair, and then I'm gonna cook some dinner, and then do some top secret stuff, maybe edit a little bit, and then I'll be snuggled up in bed, read a book, and going to sleep. Okay, I will catch you guys probably Wednesday or Thursday. I am so exhausted. I feel like for no good reason. Well, I mean, I'm doing 75 soft and I'm on my period, so maybe that's a good reason, but I'm really tired. I feel like I just need to lay down for a little bit. I am gonna take some vitamins because I stopped taking them for a while, thinking that I didn't need them anymore, but I think I do. And then I'm just gonna read. I really want to read this book so bad, but I also want to finish Fourth Wing, like be done with it. I'm on the 3rd book. It came out late January and I thought I was gonna finish it really fast and I didn't, but I'm like 76% of the way way through, so I think I have like 200 more pages, which yes, is gonna take a while, but I'm tired and I just want to lay down. I don't necessarily want to take a nap. I already ate dinner. I may or may not use today as my recovery day for the week for workout. It's either today, tomorrow, or Saturday, and I think Saturday we're just gonna go on a hike, so like that will be my workout either today or tomorrow. I think I need to do something a little bit more intense. If I do something today, I'm probably gonna do something not very intense, so I think I just need to not do one today and then I'll do one tomorrow and it'll be intense. So I think that just kind of settled it for me. I don't need to do one today. I feel really bad for it. Like I feel very, very guilty about it, but it's part of the challenge. Like it's literally a requirement is to have an active rest day. So I'll do an active rest day. I don't know what day I'm gonna do it next week because of Louisiana, which I don't think I said I'm going to Louisiana next week. So we'll see how that's gonna go. I'm gonna make a video on like balancing it while I'm in Louisiana, and that's gonna be crazy, I'm sure. The only thing left I have to do today is read. I filmed what I needed to film. This is the other thing that technically I need to film. I kind of want to edit tonight and I may still do that. Also still have a couple chores that I probably want to do, but like I really just want to lay down and read. Like I want to get through some of these books, so that's what I'm gonna do. Very redundant. Can you tell I'm exhausted? My muscles need a break. My brain needs a break. I just need to like turn everything off. Doing good so far though. What is it? It's day 5? Day 5. Still killing it. Slowly but surely chipping my way through. And I'll see you guys next time. This is your kitchen after you go through a challenge like this and you don't really clean up. So let's fix it. Okay, so chores are as good as I can get them right now because the dishwasher is running. So really, I'm pretty on track for everything right now. I feel like this week has gone by so fast. I definitely feel like I haven't filmed like I wanted to. Like this was not a really good, proper weekly vlog, but you know, I did get some clips here and there. I will say if you're like really interested in the nitty gritty, I do post all my short form content. So you can see all the videos here on YouTube Shorts. I also post on TikTok and on Instagram. And those are the same username as YouTube, which is just Jaden Gabrielle. 2 N's on the Jaden and 2 E's on the Gabrielle. But really like this week has not been like too crazy. In terms of like emotional roller coaster and like growth as a human, it's been huge. Like it's been a really big week for me. But I can't say that like from the outside looking in, there was a lot going on. I still have that thing that happened on Monday that I'm not gonna be able to talk about. And that is completely like against what I want to talk about. It's not that I'm like hiding it for my own purposes. It's just like a thing that I have to keep a secret. Hopefully I can talk about it someday soon. Other than that, every other day has just kind of been grinding. I actually finished my book Onyx Storm, which is the 3rd book of Fourth Wing. Not that good, honestly. Fourth Wing itself, the first book, so good. It was a 5-star read for me because I love the concept of like the school, like going to school and attending classes for whatever like magical thing you're doing, very Harry Potter styled. That's like what I'm really into. So that was really good for me. I really love the dragons and all the tests, all of that. I'm not the biggest fan of any like war scenes, which is why some of like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass kind of get lost on me. But Fort Wayne, like the first book, was so much of just like that school environment and the dragons, and like for me it was a lot easier to digest. Iron Flame, I don't know if I thought it was better or worse than Fort Wayne, but from my memory I don't think it was like as good, but it was still pretty good and was kind of going more into like that war style, like, and then you're like getting politics into it. It gets really confusing. There's a lot of names of places and people you have to remember. But that 3rd book, oh my god, it just got so intense with like all the names you had to remember, plus the wait was like so long, and there's gonna be 2 more books, and it's so much of like the same thing happening over and over again, and like there's not really a conclusion happening. I think it could have been finished in 3 books. But anyways, I still give it 3 stars begrudgingly. Honestly, I probably could have given it like 2.5 or 2.75, but that felt a little too mean for a series that I do like as a concept. I just like have too much of an attachment to it to be like mean to it. So 3 kind of felt appropriate, even though I was like, I don't know. Other than that, I'm currently reading Ali Hazelwood novella. It's like a combination of 3 different books. It's called Loath to Love You. That has been really, really good. Like, spectacular book. She's an amazing writer. And while I'm reading that, or like when I finish that one, I'm gonna be working through, I think, 4 other reads. Maybe just 3. I think just 3. So that's been fun because like I spent all of Thursday just reading. I was trying to finish Onyx Storm because I think I started the day at like 75% complete. I had like 200 more pages to read. But that's when I decided to take my active rest day. I really felt like I just needed it so bad. Like I needed one day that was just like for me. And like that's supposed to be Tuesdays, but I didn't really do it on Tuesday. So like I never really choose what day becomes for me until I kind of just feel like I really, really need it. Thursday, I felt like I really, really needed it. So I took an active rest day, didn't do a workout, still had a good meal, still got what I needed to do done, and then just read for 3 hours. It was amazing. So I really do like that this challenge includes an active recovery day because Score 75 Hard didn't have that and it was agonizing on my body. Even now, I still feel sore because I did go on a hike today and I did do another Pilates workout yesterday. I've been doing Pilates, or like a high intensity cardio workout, like every single day from YouTube. So yes, my body is sore, but it's like sore in a good way. And tonight, me and my boyfriend are gonna have a spa night and we are just gonna relax. And I'm gonna let my body heal a bit. Today is Saturday, so technically on day 7, I'm a week through once I finish my last few tasks. It's going really smoothly. I'm enjoying it a lot. Plus, I'm really proud of myself because the response, specifically on YouTube, is amazing. I have gained more subscribers in a couple days than I have, I think, so far. And it means a lot to me. It really, really does. So I'm just gonna try to keep pushing. Like I said, today's Saturday and I leave to go to Louisiana for 4 days. On Wednesday, I'll do like my work day on Wednesday and then gonna be heading down to either my boyfriend's sisters or his dad so we can be closer to Denver so that we can fly out on Thursday morning. We'll be coming back Sunday and then it's kind of just back to it. I'm interested to see how this challenge is gonna go while I'm in Louisiana because if any of you guys know anything about Louisiana, the food is intense. The way I have clarified my diet means that I can still eat pretty much anything as long as it's not fast food, as long as I'm eating 3 meals a day. So I'm allowing myself pretty much whatever I want, especially because it is what I consider a special occasion, kind of under the same category as alcohol. Like if I want to eat something a little bit special because it's a special occasion, then you know I will. But I'm gonna be vlogging that. Hopefully it goes well. I feel like I never can vlog when I'm in Louisiana. I've tried multiple times and it's never worked out. So I'm gonna try really hard this time and we're gonna see how the challenge goes while I'm over there. I'm definitely feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the thought of it because I'm gonna have to get ready on Tuesday. I have to redo my nails, self-tan, then I'm gonna have to pack. I have to edit 3 videos before we leave, not including all my short form stuff. And that's not too bad because I do it on my phone, so like I can do it anywhere, but I need to get all of this long form stuff, all of my computer work. I'm gonna come back and then hopefully just like get back into it. I have a few different things I'm trying to accomplish on top of 75 soft, so there's a lot going on. I really, really want to do a digital declutter because I feel like all of my content is like all over the place, at least from my computer side, because I had to cancel my Microsoft subscription. So I don't have OneDrive anymore, so I can't save everything on my computer, and that made everything like go to shit. So I need to work on that. But really like trying to get back to my routine. I think I talked about that in my like 365 plan videos, like how much I go back and forth from like wanting a routine and not wanting a routine. Right now, I am loving the routine. I'm loving the consistency of just moving my body and taking care of myself. It makes you feel so good when you're just living this kind of lifestyle of taking care of yourself every day consistently. And I completely forgot that even when I was doing 75 hard, which took up so much more time than 75 soft, I still was amazed with how much time I had. I still had plenty of times that I was like, wow, I have hours to myself and like I'm not burdened by this challenge. A lot of times we put stuff like this off because it seems so intimidating. It seems like it's gonna take up so much time, and it does in a way. Like yes, you're definitely taking up more time than you would be if you're not doing it, but it feels so freeing and you actually end up appreciating the amount of time that you do have to yourself that isn't challenge related a lot more. So I feel like it like embodies everything that we need to do as people, because we need to show gratitude, we need to romanticize every part of our life, the little things, the big things. We need need to take care of ourselves, take care of our bodies, prioritize movement, prioritize eating right. So yeah, I feel good. It also helps that this is like the last day of my period probably, because your girl was struggling literally going into my period on like day 3 of this challenge. And it kind of helps knowing that I should just have what, 2 more periods? I think 2 more periods throughout this challenge. So only like 2 more rough, tiny little breaks. Everything else should be okay. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I know it wasn't really like a super overly involved video. Like I wasn't taking you guys around showing everything. Hopefully with my Louisiana vlog, it'll be a little bit better. It won't look as aesthetic because my house in Louisiana and all the things in Louisiana are not as aesthetic and nice. It's gonna be really raw, really realistic, and I think it'll be a good way of showing how anyone can incorporate these things into their lives. But I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of more like pensive, thoughtful vlog. And if you did, be sure to leave this video a like and a comment, and if you're feeling generous, you can even subscribe. Plus, as I said earlier, if you do want to keep up with this journey, you can go watch all the short form vlogs on my playlist called 75 Soft. I do hope to see you guys all in the next video, but if not, bye-bye.